So right now we are on Old Woman Spring Road, or Springs Road, something like that. And this is now Pipes Canyon Road. We just came from down there, or up there. And now this is the road to get to Pioneer Town. So what is Pioneer Town? Well, Pioneer Town now, it's like this kind of touristy dude ranch type of, I don't know what it is. It's basically it was an old movie set that people started living in, and now it's become, there's a place called Pappy and Harriet's. They've been there since the dawn of time. So why are we going? Well, we are going, my brother and I, we are going because wait, did you want me talking through this?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm like, okay, we actually, because we were poor, we were homeless for a while. Let's just get the cave in, you know, get a reference to that. Anyways, part of our childhood was we lived in Pioneer Town. We actually lived there. So here's an old movie set, and we just, I don't know if it's, how did we end up there?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay, I don't know if we were just, we just...
Wasn't our decision.
Yeah, I don't know if it was legal. You know, anyways, so that is why we are coming back here. We actually, so these people come to Pioneer Town, and they come to be all touristy and everything, but we actually lived there. And it's an old town. It's going to look like an old mining town. And we had, true story, we had the Hells Angels. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
The Hells Angels living, to me, it was our backyard.
It
but
was.
Really, it was, oh, really?
I think so.
Okay.
Right between the houses, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we had Hells Angels living with us. They passed through, whatever. We lived in an old, it looks like an old railroad tie, or a building made, or a house made out of railroad ties. And we lived there, and last I saw on the internet, it was turned into, because it's a touristy place now, it was turned into a church. And I don't know if it still is a church, but, well, not a real church, a fake church. But it had the cross. And anyway, so that's kind of funny, I guess, considering our family. It's kind of funny that it'd be turned into the church. But what does that say? Pipes Canyon. So yeah, so that's why we're going. This is part of the, I call the farewell tour or whatever. You can see the hills have eyes, kind of caves. Yeah, so that's why we're going. And then from here, you can get to Yucca Valley. That's where we went to high school. Yeah, and then, it's because I'm just talking now. We also attended Joshua Tree Elementary School. Joshua Tree National Park is world famous for its rock climbing, and a bunch of hippies go out there to find themselves, you know, whatever, just to avoid having a real life. But yeah, so it's funny, you go, you know, Landers is famous for UFOs. We live there. Joshua Tree is famous for recreation, whatever. We live there. Pioneer Town isn't, I don't know if it's necessarily famous, but, you know, now it's a big touristy spot. It's like, oh no, we live there as well. So our family, for whatever reason, actually lived in very, very interesting places. And I already showed the footage of Landers. And then I'll just talk. So Big Bear, which you cannot see from here, but Big Bear's way over there. Big Bear, we actually lived, the house in Landers burnt down, and so we ended up moving. Do you want to talk about this? Okay. Yeah, so then we ended up, I wouldn't say moving, wasn't much to move. We ended up living in it was an abandoned mine shaft, right? Is that it?
Yeah.
Abandoned mine shaft. I call it the cave. So yeah, we were homeless. We slept in a cave.
On a piece of plywood.
On a piece of plywood. And how long did we live there?
I don't remember. I really don't.
Well, so I don't know if this. So your memory plays. This is how I remember. I remember we had to take a truck to get there, and I remember it was really bad. And then for food, how I remember it is we ate other people's like leftovers. Remember going to a trailer? And there was a poor family. Remember that?
there was another family. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember sitting in their trailer. And I remember this. Again, I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying this is how I remember it. So to me, it's true. And if anyone can fix that, then fix that. But I remember we were watching them eat, and then when they were done eating, they put what they had left over. They gave it to us kids who were just sitting there watching these. Like, we were so poor, we ate poor people's leftovers. So then they gave us the pot. When you're poor, you just make stew. You throw everything in a, whatever, and you cook it. And anyways, we ate their leftovers. So there's a little, and that was in Big Bear. So yeah, we lived in an abandoned mine shaft. Yeah. And then from there, they built the house that I just showed with the red roof. They built that, and then we it was like, ugh. Yeah, and then we moved into that, and that's the only place that I've ever considered home. And as far as I'm concerned, I just saw it for the last time. And my brother, you're not going back there, are you?
No.
Okay, so yeah, we just saw it for what we think, what should be the last time. And if you watch the video, you can see it was kind of run down, which is a shame. But then you kind of go, well, what did you expect? Especially for this area. Not to speak poorly of this area, but it's kind of the point of this area. So what is... me, I personally have not been here in... Again, we're going to do the whole 15, 20 years thing. Are we near Pioneer Town now?
Yeah, a couple of minutes that way.
Okay. Do you want me to keep recording?
Sure.
Okay.
How many minutes are you in?
I don't know. I don't know how to tell on this thing. So now we're just recording the road. So again, we're heading towards Pioneer Town. From Pioneer Town, we're heading to Yucca Valley. My plans for Yucca Valley, I'd like to eat at a Del Taco. If you don't know what a Del Taco is, it's Taco Bell. But they have a different type of menu because they have like they used to have like French fries or something. I used to get the Macho Burrito. So that, I'm looking forward to that. And then there's also a place called John's Place that we know. I don't know if we'll eat there or not. But there's a place here in Pioneer Town called Pappy and Harriet's. And they were there when we were there. It's not owned by Pappy and Harriet anymore. It's owned by some other people. But they do Graham Rabbit. That's a local band. They play there. So we're gonna go. So our plan is to actually have lunch there today at Pappy and Harriet's. And I don't know. This looks like a bunch of houses out here. I don't remember any of these people. But
Yeah, but Pioneer Town's pretty much straight right there.
okay, so I guess we're coming up on Pioneer Town.
We gotta go down that steep thing and come back up, and then...
Okay. Oh, I remember we went down that because the brakes didn't work. When we had the big, what was it, the International, whatever?
Probably.
Yeah, and the brakes didn't work. And then we used to go down the hill, yeah, and so he had to pull the emergency brake. Do you remember that?
No,
It's like
but
the
I believe it.
Yeah, like the brakes, yeah. We used to go through I'm just going to keep rambling. We used to go through the drive-in. There was a drive-in. I don't know if it's still here. Oh, that'd be kind of cool if it's still there.
Here's that steep area.
And to help, because we were poor, you would just, we'd hide under, so horrible. We'd hide under, I got the sign, we'd hide under blankets in the back. And then so, my parents would just, telling our life problems. But yeah, we would just hide under the blankets, and then parents would just pay for, 2 adults, whatever. And then when we got inside, then we just come out from under the blankets, and yeah. Sounds kind of horrible, but at the time, I think that's kind of what we had to do to have, I don't know, something, I don't know, a good moment. So I guess we're coming up to Pioneer Town.
Yeah, we'll be right here on the left.
Okay. And now what I remember of Pioneer Town was there used to be a big ditch going down the center of it. Remember that? We had like a big flood or whatever?
Yeah.
There's a big ditch.
This is the back way right there.
Okay.
But we're gonna go this way and over.
Okay, so we're gonna take this in. Okay, so we are about to enter the tourist attraction called Pioneer Town, which is cool for all those city folk coming to visit, although we'll probably be treated like city folk. But actually we lived here, and there was a bowling alley, although I don't remember it ever being open. But and this was the, I think right here they called it the OK Corral.
Yep.
And we had a post office here.
They usually won't let you drive all the way through. I think it'll be blocked off in a minute.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But that's the post office, and I think that's still an active post office.
Okay. Let's see if I can get the...
Oh, they opened it back up.
Okay, so this is OK Corral. Oh wait, there's a sign right there. No, this was called the OK Corral when okay, so when did we live here? We lived here, it was in the 70s, right? Early 70s? Because I was really, really young.
I don't remember. We're gonna drive through and then we can do a separate video too in here.
Okay, so
Just
this
for the
is
time.
the post office. And you can see now, again, this looks like a big touristy place, but we actually lived here. Oh, and wasn't the Hells Angels back there?
No, over here. Well, I mean, they used to do different things out here, like bluegrass festivals.
Private
and stuff.
street, our way, or the high. Okay. Well, what, was that our house? Is this our house?
No, coming up.
Okay. You can smell it. All right, so you can see they kind of kept it all westerny. Well, I can't. I'm just looking at
Oh, that's where they blocked it off. So.
the angle's weird. So here's a bottle collection. I don't know what that is.
Here's our house right here.
Oh, okay. So this is our old house. Right here. Oh yeah. Okay. So when we lived here, up top, you can see this little steeple. Little steeple. This is a bad angle. Steeple, that wasn't there. But yeah, we lived in this house. And now it's it's a church now. It's not a real one. Oh, you know what? Maybe it is.
No, let's drive around the side of it then.
Okay. So this is the house. And then back here were the Hells Angels.
Yeah, there was no fence back here. This was just where people would hang out.
Yeah.
We'll turn back around.
So yeah, so literally there's our house, and here's the Hells Angels. So that's street cred. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, street cred.
I'm serious. We got so much. We had more. My brother and I,
I think we'll make it.
we had more street cred. My brother and I were both in
We
the
lived
military.
in this house too for a little while.
Oh, so you have no clue.
Yep.
We did?
Yeah. Because it's the one with the thing. Yep, we lived in there before, next to the bowling alley.
Okay, I just learned something.
Yep, it was only for a little while, but we did.
I remember the bowling alley. No, really?
Yep, I remember for a fact. That's back when Andrew was getting ear infections and stuff, and she was always crying and stuff when we were kids. Yep,
Oh,
we lived there too.
Do you want me to keep recording or stop?
You can go ahead and film a little bit right here and then shut it off, then we'll restart.
Okay. Okay, now we're getting out. Long video. But again, if anyone's still watching, that's fine, but this is mostly for us. Again, we lived here. So this would be footage for us. All right, so that's the bowling alley. This is, right? Right here?
I think. Oh no, the next one is there next to it.
Okay, well then, I have no idea what's going on. What is these, tourists? So you can see, they got something going on over there. But again, we We lived here.
We're allowed to watch it?
I don't know. And didn't one of these guys have a big hole? They're building a swimming pool in their house.
Well, it looks like they're filming.
So yeah, touristy. And you can still see this. This was a big ditch. You can still see it was there as I was as a kid. You can see the ditch is still here. And now here you can see they turned it into a tourist place. Soap goats. Stray cat. Gotta love the strays. Well, I'm just saying it's a stray, but look at that. Kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Wanna get pet? Probably not. Scratch my face. Rip it out.
Over every Saturday, 2:30.
Today's Saturday?
Yeah. Or no, wait. Today's Saturday.
Oh, okay. So you can see tourist, but yeah, we were the OG. Oh look, here's a bunch of vans.
Well, we're coming up to Tapping here today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you see a bunch of hippies come here. I kind of don't like that it's turned into a. God, that's a lot of vans.
Macho beard.
Oh, so I guess
like
this
your beard?
explains the vans.
Yeah.